And is that going to go underground? That could be cool. Put that there. Where do you feel you come out? Put yourself there. Where are we going? I'm very lost. Good morning, everyone. Dave from the wee hours here, back with some more of Planet Coaster, where I'm trying to stay very, very focused. It's just that every single ride is breaking down right now, so I really want to work on my tiny, tiny, tiny little corner over here, but I've got to deal with a whole bunch of stuff, and everyone has quit. So, Rocktopus, apparently you're broken down, are you? What's your deal over here? Show me your maintenance here. Request an inspection, and then let's, how often? No, go back to this. Every 30 minutes, I don't know, try for every 20 minutes. I don't have that many mechanics. I can't afford them. But somebody get over there and deal with Rocktopus. It's probably the only ride that people want to go on. Although I was just notified, where did it go over here? The Venetian Carousel has finally hit, like, its next level of thing, whatever that is. So go to... where are my rides here? Now go to overview, go to not my most popular attraction. Lord knows it's not going to be that. But the Venetian Carousel is reviving. Okay, so it's coming back up. People are going to start to look at this soon as a classic, which it kind of is. I mean, it's a Venetian Carousel. You don't get much more classic than that. How much money do I have? Almost $1,000. And another notification I got is that many people are thirsty. Well, good news. I can actually do something about that. How about we had Gulpy Energy, like sort of right over here. Put that, say, there. And then maybe Gulpy Slush or Cosmic Cow. Gulpy Soda could go next to it. All right, just to kind of finish out this corner here. Grit, get the size of that grid way, way down. See, people are already in. People are like, oh my god, I'm so thirsty. Yeah, I think that'll add a few pennies into the coffers there. I mean, not now. I have less than $100, and I often have negative money, but I'm almost done. I'm almost done with my tiny, tiny little hyper-focused area here. This little strip right around here. Is this going to be the end-all, be-all, make-or-break numbers? Oh god, no. No. We're hemorrhaging money. Multiple rides are experiencing a revival. Guests will become more interested. Good. So while I've got like a couple of $100, let's bring a few trees down into here and maybe one of those over there. I want to kind of keep my theme going here as much as possible. Theme, right, like I'm going to do that. But I'm going to try and keep the same things sort of together. That's a concept of theming. All right, slap these in really, really quick while I have... Oh, I missed it. Well, I have the money to do it. There's one. And at $1.50 a pop, this is about all I'm going to be able to do around here is that. How about a nice rock? Rocks fill up the space quite nicely. So, Alpine Rock. Oh, wow, that is large. You weren't kidding about the large part of that, were you? How about Alpine Rock lives there? And then maybe a slightly different rock could live over here. Okay, how are we looking? It's actually not bad. I actually do kind of like what I did here. Oh, that's a very dead space, isn't it? You know what that needs? A rock. Now, that's way too big. That was a much bigger rock than you thought it was going to be. Ice rock, grass... Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. Now what do I do? I'm barely staying my head above water here. Keeping my head above water, as the phrase might go. Barely keeping my head above water here. This ain't enough to purchase anything at all of any sort of size. My next logical thing to do, Venetian Carousel is broken down. It's in a revival. Somebody get over there, like, immediately. So my next logical thing to do would be that, but over here. Start filling in this blank over here as well. I'd really like to get another roller coaster going, though. What we've got ain't going to keep people coming in forever. Even though I've got a volcano, which is technically not a volcano, it's just a hill that happens to be on fire with a giant scorpion underneath it and a helicopter that's going to crash at any second. Okay, here's the plan. We're going to drop in a couple more vendors. Just for dropping in a couple more vendors. They quit fairly frequently, so I may as well. We're all set with that. Thank you very much with that. I have two options in this game. I have two options. I can keep doing what I'm doing. That actually has worked out fairly well. I took out no loan to accomplish all of that. I just sat here for a really, really long time and played the do I have enough money minigame until I had enough money. A trigger item has failed to go off because I have no money. But that's not going to get me very far here. So unless this series is going to be on for the next 40 years, and I don't have that kind of time, I think we got to go with yet another loan. No, Dave, don't do it. You were finally doing what we told you to do, which is do small changes and get people to spend money and fill in all those blanks because people are walking way too far to do nothing at all. No, 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 don't do it. Yeah, I'm totally doing it. I need 10K. I've got to have 10K. I ain't putting anything together with less than 10. I'm taking 10K. Okay, slam that into pause mode before I bleed all that money on something stupid like staff payments. So I got two options here. There are some less expensive roller coasters that are, prefabs that I could theoretically put up. Why are you not letting me put that one up? That one's only 8,000. I feel I should be able to put that up. You're not letting me do that. You're pretty good on Grendel. Yeah, you'll let me put Grendel up. Boy, that would work out so well for the kiddie area. I'm not even close to my park. Here's my park over here. I could tuck that like right at the end of kiddie area over here. That would do amazing. Or something else that I might be able to afford. The madness. The madness, you say. How mad is it? Is it mad enough to fit in here? Because that would be my ideal. It kind of looks like it should. I'm not really sure why you're telling me I can't do this. What if we spin around the other way? Boy, that would work like right there. Right in there, that would work perfectly. I'm going to arbitrarily click this because I want to know why it's telling me I can't. Intersecting terrain. Where do you see that? Because I don't. No, I want it here, and I'm dead set to have it here. So, dear Lord help us. I'm going to go with my own coaster. I know. The last one I created, we've been apologizing for forever. I did spinning coaster on that. Okay, what else could we do? Suspend looping mind melt. Oh, that doesn't sound like me at all. This looks pretty simple. Crazy one, loony turns. All ages. Can do all the things that things are supposed to do around here. Okay, so if we started this... I'm gonna have to need like a big queue for this, right? Like people are gonna be wicked into a brand new roller coaster around here. So if we put this, like there's the entrance over there. If we put this, I'm not gonna have any more room to do it. How do I think I'm gonna make this nonsense work? All right, I'm gonna start it almost like in the middle here. All right, and then we've got, what are we doing? The chain lift. Okay, but that needs to go up like that. Okay, do that, and that, and that. And then we get one more of those. Will that work? And then down, right? Down? Is down a thing I want to do? You guys have no idea how long it took me to do this the last time, so this might be a while here. I have no doubt I've done this wrong, but you get dragged up here, and then you just sort of get pushed over here, and then you just get shot down like a cannon, and then I'm going to throw you into something stupid that'll probably make you throw up. Not that, though. No, definitely not that. Show me something in a loop. Oh, that looks kind of fun. If insanely dangerous. That may or may not work. Ooh, that's kind of what I'm looking for. Does that work enough, though? I don't think that works. I don't think we're going to drop down low enough. Go to just the basic track. Go down one more. I know, yes, we're having a tunnel. We might have a tunnel. I don't know about tunnel. Which was the thing I just liked there? That one. Will this work? Well, test it, Dave. See if it'll actually do anything. So start the test. Oh, turn the game on. Start the test. Put it into slow mode here. Actually, don't. I need the money to be coming in. So put that into medium mode. And then you're going to come up here. I want to see if this works at all. You're getting dragged up. Looks not bad. Seen worse roller coasters. The Apology. It's right down the street. And then you come down here. You get shot down here. That seems to not work at all. Okay. Back that off. Let's start again. No, that can't be right. That doesn't look right at all. Could we see something a little more simple? Like just that. And is that going to go underground? That could be cool. Put that there. Where do you Where do you feel you come out? Put yourself there. Where are we going? I'm very lost. So, fun fact, the game isn't saying I can't do this, even though it goes right through a piece of scenery. I just want to see how this all plays out. I feel this is terminal. I feel you're actually going to go right through that pole right there. I just want to see if it'll let me do this. I don't think we're going to have, no, we're not going to have nearly enough momentum. You're going to get totally stuck right there, aren't you? Okay, it was an interesting concept. Yes, I know, we're not doing that anymore, thank you. Also, I think that just took down some of my scenery when I deleted that. That's fine, we'll cope with things. Show me non-inverted things. I want to just make this... I don't think I've got enough momentum to do much of anything, really. That is definitely not going to work, neither is that. No, that can't be right. The game was being super fussy about letting me do any kind of loops around here, so I've weirdly kind of accidentally made one myself. I'm not quite sure how this has all come about, but it seems to vaguely exist. Start the test and see if anyone can actually get up and over that and around it. I'm not so much on the momentum here. I don't think we've got enough momentum to keep any of this going. I'm also bleeding money while I'm putting all of this together. I should probably undo all of this, start all over again with a nice little prefab roller coaster that technically works. And we go down and up and around. You pick up some speed there before you fall to your death. It's not the worst thing. It's kind of just like the Apology, though, isn't it? I mean, it just sort of goes around and around a little bit. Doesn't actually do anything very exciting. Well, you can't see it, but there's a whole bunch of stuff going on underground here that the game has been more than happy to let me do. I don't think this is horrible. But if I just said auto-complete, can you figure something out? And then the game crashed. That was odd. I think that's the first time Planet Coaster's ever crashed on me. The only problem with it crashing is now I can't undo the ride. I'm just stuck with demoing it, which means I'm not going to get all of my money back. So do I keep soldiering on here, desperately trying to get this to be what I want it to be, or do I just go for the demo option and call it a day? Yeah, I can't undo anymore. I can do this. This is nice, if not exactly what I wanted. Okay, we're going to come down. We get a little bit of a loop here, and then can I keep this loop going? Yeah, that loop works, and then you fall to your death. The problem is, in the time it's taken me to put all of this together, I've bled all my money away. You see, this is the thing. I've bled all my money away on silly things like paying my staff, or cleaning up after ourselves. So if I left it around there and you guys tried to auto-complete this, that's what you get. It's not horrible. I mean, I've definitely made worse things. Recently, in fact, I've definitely made worse things. So if that connects to that, and then you come down, you do a loop here, and then another loop over here, you're all inverted and stuff, and you're screaming and yelling, and then you come down here, picks up a little bit of speed, and then you come in here. I'm going to say, sure. I'm going to say all of that. Should I put on these things? Smooth banking, smooth height, smooth turn? If I do that, I'm just going to... Everything's going to be wicked smooth here. It's going to be like a 70s disco. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call it a day and say that is done. Okay, stop the test. How do I go about doing this now? All right, place entrance. Gotcha. All right, that's obviously going to go down here. Let's try and do this one a little more sensible than we did in the Apology, Dave. That's going to go there. And then the exit, can I get that to go... Well, it's got to go over here, obviously. Right? No. Maybe? I want to place the exit. There we go. Can I put it over here? I'd like to. No, that's fine. That can go there. Connect the entrance to the path. Okay, here we go. I'd really like this to be a somewhat longer path. So do that. And then that. No, well, that's not very long, now is it? Okay, better. Now let's just do the regular path. That I just want to jet right out of here while I've still got the money to do it. There we go. I know everything's obstructed. Yes, everything is awful. Okay, somebody immediately start the test on this thing. I know it works. We already did it. Is it better or worse than the Apology? I'm not really sure. It's very smooth. Whatever it is, it's very, very, very smooth. I have no money again. It's It's got a little bit more twist and turn than the Apology did. And you have a helicopter that kind of flies through it. Sort of, vaguely. I mean, it certainly crashes into it. That can't be right. But that somehow, I'm going to say this is slightly better than the Apology. Horror Heights is broken down. We actually kind of need that, because I need literally anything. Okay, are we done? Turn this thing on. Turn it on right now. There we go. Yay, Looney Turns 1 is open. Okay, let's immediately start jacking up the money on this thing. 10, no. How about, would you guys fly with 20? Would you pay $20 to go on this roller coaster? I mean, I wouldn't. Let's see what everyone else thinks, though. Oh, you know what? Sorry, guys. Got to shut everything down. I need more cars here. Can I get... Okay, I got 2 cars. That works. And then full load. Definitely. Yeah, block. Do all of that. All of that. Test that again, please, because apparently we got to test the extra car here. I assure you that this works. Okay, yeah, that's going to be double the people getting on here. This is exactly what I want. So you go up, you do a little thing there. Of course, now I got a lot of blank space again. How much money do I have? I have no money. Let me grab one of these signs here and duplicate that. Let's bring that right over to the park entrance, which is somewhere around here, I assure myself. Okay, like right here. Right here. We're going to say, hey, check out our brand new roller coaster that's slightly not as bad as our last one. And when I can afford this, of course. There we go. Okay, I can technically get that in there. So you are going to advertise our brand new roller coaster. I haven't quite thought of a name for it. It's very smooth. I feel the name should be something to do with smooth. Okay, yeah, nobody's buying this at $20. Not happening. No, people are like, no, God, no, man. We're not doing that. How about we said 15? All right, 15 is a pretty fair price. $15 for that. That can't be that bad. And she was also complaining she needed the restroom because there was a drinks thing, and then she needed the restroom right after, which is, you know, pretty much par for the course. Oh, I did have another coffee vending machine around here somewhere. Good. I want lots of coffee vending machines around here. Now, I have no money, of course, but I wanted to kind of put the first aid station down somewhere around here, because that was a comment that came in a while ago. If you've got, like, really nauseating rides, which I do, I should put a first aid station down right outside, because people will want to go in and go, oh, I'm very sick to my stomach. I've eaten far too much cotton candy, even though I'm not pretty sure we don't actually sell that here. Maybe gumballs. I've eaten way too many gumballs, and then I went on whatever this ride is, and I got a little bit tiny bit of a rumbly tummy, and I'd like to sit in the first aid station. That would probably be the speech that you'd want to do. Now, of course, I have absolutely no money to do that. All right, people are starting to whine about Boom Boat. It has been there a while. I mean, it still looks very, very popular, but we could bump that down a little bit. I just want anyone at all giving us money. I would rather they gave us some money than zero money. Come in, come for the hippos, stay for the water boat ride. Please go over to our as yet unnamed roller coaster that is really only slightly better than our last roller coaster. I totally should have prefabbed that. I could have done it cheaper if I'd prefabbed that. Well, let's at least get the ride eye view of it. Maybe it'll look better from this direction. I do like the little annoying elevator ride off to the side there. That's quite cool. All right, so you come up and you go over here. It's not really a very good view. You do get to see my volcano that's really just a mountain on fire. And then you come down here. It's, whoa, okay, all right, I'm already nauseated. I need the first aid station immediately. Are any of you nauseous? No, you all actually seem... That's the one thing you aren't. You are hungry. A lot of you seem to be hungry around this area. That I could do... Oh, Rocktopus is broken down again. Of course it has. When is it not broken down? I can't afford to do a food shop for you now, but maybe... Maybe. What is this one? City... that's the marshmallow one. I don't know what that is. That's also marshmallows. No. Corner store. Wonder what that actually sells. And this and that. I can't afford any of these. I'm going to have to custom this one. And I still can't even afford that. Looks like the biggest complaints from people on or around this ride is food and bathroom. Both of which I can actually do something about. So how about we had... yeah, I guess, yeah, churros? Sure, why not? I can't afford it, but, you know, churros in the reasonably near future. So churro could go... I should leave myself a little bit of room for maybe a path to go over to the other side there. That's not a terrible idea. So let me just play the Do I Have Enough Money mini game, which might take a while today. And where I've got basically no money as usual, I'm just going to put up the blocks at this point, and then we'll kind of pretty them up a little bit. Now, all of that can go away. Thank you very much. All of that can get prettied up as we kind of poke along here. So what if there was a bathroom, like right here? That way, if you didn't need the first aid station, but you still want to throw up, you've got a place to do it. So you could go right there, and that's money too. We are charging money for them bathrooms. Oh, all of a sudden I've got $1,700. Well, I guess I can afford to pretty this up a little bit. Nothing says bathroom like Baroque. That's what I've said for years. Mrs. Dave doesn't agree with me, but I have always said Baroque columns. That's what you want to go with for a bathroom. Now, what could we do with contestant number 2? $400 to keep that going. $400 to keep that going. You know what I think? Here's what I think about Planet Coaster. Okay? Here's what I think the game, what I really need to do in this game. Because everything, I'm bleeding money out of this. It's costing me far more to keep this going than I'm actually generating. One entrance, one ride. When that ride gets old, tear it down, build a new one. That's it. All right, bathroom and food shop, check. Let's see if we can just idly pretty up the queue. I'm not going nuts on this because I simply can't afford to. But let's just see if we can get some basics down, like a rock. Everybody thinks rocks are attractive, even other rocks. That is the worst tree I've ever seen in my life. I never want to see that tree again. Nobody ever show me that tree. Oh, I'll take those climbing roses, though. Those are nice. Yeah, get me some of those. No, we're all done with that one. Thank you. Just the one climbing roses. We'll be fine. They are kind of, boy, they're kind of poking out there. They're kind of poking out there. That can't stand. That's got to get moved around a little bit. All right, that needs to go much better. Much, much better. Okay, thank you so much. I just briefly in panic mode there because it wasn't quite right. Anything at all to say this is not literally the worst thing in the world. How about a couple of planters on either side of the rock? And then we could just do, if I can afford it, some flowers in there. How about one? No, I can't afford it. No, I can't afford it. I can almost afford it. I can, oh, come on, give it to me. Give it to me. No, it's going to be a while. Now, people are sad they're having to wait a really, really long time to do anything, and I can't really do too much about that right at this exact second, so I'm going to try and cheer them up by litter or removal thereof. So what could we do in terms of like just the basics, the bench, bins, that kind of thing? Show me a bin there and a bin over here, and actually probably one down by the food place there. Bin there, doing this very, very piecemeal because, money, as always. I know. Get it in there. No, not quite. I'll put down this path here just as a shortcut, really, so you don't have to walk 3/4 of a mile around here just to get from A to B. And this would also be a great spot to put down more things, you guessed it, for people to spend money on. Again, going through biggest, need complaints, apart from the fact that they hate the place. That I can't do much about. But as terms of needs, it seems to be hunger and thirst. Hunger and thirst just doesn't seem to go away. So what if we did... I have more coffee machines than I think I do. I want to keep it on the vending machines if possible, because that means no vendors. It does mean mechanics, though. Oh, which way do I want to go with this? I have a staff room reasonably close by, do I? Yeah, I've got one right over here. So if I did do vendors over here, they would at bare minimum be close to a staff room. Or should I just go with vending machines? They're not as good looking, though, are they? Biggest problem right now is still, to this day, the Witch's Haunt. I could probably float this entire park just on this. I'm almost, my staff has quit, of course they do, they always do. I'm almost of the opinion to just start a side game, put the Witch's Haunt down, and call it a day. Say that's it, we're done. Just some massive queue to get there. Just gigantic, one end of the park to the other to get to the Witch's Haunt. Well, can we, for a start, charge more? It's 23, let's keep it going. You know what, how about, could we even get 26 on this? And then, is there a way, where are we at in terms of, ride capacity and that kind of thing? I think I've got as many trains as I'm going to get in there. Full load, yeah, I think this is about as good as it's going to get. Okay, I've got a plan. It's not a good plan, but it's a plan. So here's what I did last time. Last episode, if you watched it, I don't know if you did. I just focused on that tiny, tiny, tiny little area that I can't immediately lay my eyes on somewhere around here by the bumper car thing. There we go. Okay. So I just focused on this strip right in here with no loan. And just sort of let the money slowly tick in, and we slowly filled that out. I have a little tiny bit of a dead spot back there, but honestly, who's even going to see that? This time, I made absurd money choices and built a roller coaster that is only slightly better than my last roller coaster. Next time, we go back to the first part, where I slowly flesh this area out over here. I'd like to see from here over to here, and then maybe kind of in here. We'll kind of see how things go. So this is my new Planet Coaster plan. Big thing, small things. Big thing, small things. We'll see if we can kind of play that out. But we'll pick up some more of Planet Coaster again next time. Guys, do please keep the comments coming in. Let me know what you're thinking of this. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up. No end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. You know, an argument could have been made that spending an obscene amount of money on researching the theater just so I can get a sign that says Electric Boogaloo may not have been my smartest move. That is a strong argument, and that's an argument that you'd probably win, frankly. Wow, naked guy sticks his hand in a beehive. This can't end well. I don't know where I would see a leather carpet, but I'm going to imagine I had to pay an entry fee to see it.
I have a cylinder. I broke Dave.
Broke Dave.
Talk amongst yourselves, I'll be back. I just dropped my controller.
Oh my goodness.